And hundreds of Texans have called and sent letters to the Attorney General's office in Austin asking them to launch an investigation and prosecute these crimes. But Attorney General Ken Paxton's office says that they can't. KXAN's political reporter Phil Prazen explains why.
Well, Sydney, it's called primary jurisdiction. It's the powers that the Attorney General office has to launch, investigate and prosecute crimes by themselves. And there's really a small amount and very specific crimes that the Attorney General has primary jurisdiction over. That's voter fraud, election issues, abuse or misuse of state funds or property, abuse of power for public officials, and then also for crimes against juveniles in state correctional facilities. Anything other than that, the Attorney General's office must rely on a local district attorney to ask their office to come in and assist or come in and lead the investigation. And the Attorney General's office tells me they have not received any requests to investigate these crimes after the lists have been released.
Well, Phil, what would it take to give the Texas Attorney General that authority to investigate?
Well, the authority is delegated in how the state of Texas Constitution is set up. When we created the state constitution, we gave the Attorney General very few powers, just like the governor has very few powers. So what it would take is for people in this building behind me to pass a law through the legislative session and give the Attorney General the ability to convene a grand jury and investigate like they did in Pennsylvania. There in Pennsylvania, the General Assembly did pass a law that gave the Attorney General the power to convene a grand jury and investigate if it is involving multiple counties like the Pennsylvania diocese, and if it is organized crime or crime on a large scale like we saw in Pennsylvania. The legislature here in Texas has not done that yet. We've been reaching out to lawmakers who have been mulling over this information just today as the breaking news came in. A few lawmakers have supported that idea. We'll tell you who those lawmakers are on KXAN News at 5. Everybody else has just been letting the information sink in before they make their decisions.
All right, Phil Prazen live. We'll see you at 6 o'clock, and we'll have even more coverage of today's news from the Catholic Diocese in Austin. It's coming up at the top of the hour at 5 o'clock.